Hi everyone, I'm Hayden Bombard. I'm here to talk to you about transitioning from military lifestyle back to the civilian world, and especially the difficulties of being a student veteran and not being able to fit back into normal society from where I was in the military. And not just me, but all veterans. And all veterans experience a lot of challenges coming straight out of the military, whether you did 4 years or you did 20. And especially if they had traumatic events. Um, a lot of vets come out with PTSD and injuries, and especially if they were in a combat deployment, which can make the transition a lot worse for them and a lot harder to understand things like their benefits and how the VA works. Veteran Affairs is a very difficult organization to understand sometimes. I'm dealing with them right now. A lot of people have done studies on the veteran transition, and the one research center I did was the Pew Research Center. I did on bibliography. Their research shows that the vets that served post 9/11 have a tougher transition than the ones prior. If that's a little hard to believe, seeing how I know some Vietnam veterans, which they have some pretty brutal stories compared to mine and compared to some of my buddies. But the 45% who even said that the transition was easy, 43% of them weren't. They experienced flashbacks without even being diagnosed with PTSD. So it doesn't matter what you experienced in the military, what branch you were in. Um, the transition is difficult, and a lot of people go through a lot of different things. Whether you come out with a service-connected disability, or you are struggling with financial issues or everyday life issues, and you don't acclimate to people around you, which makes it very difficult. Speaking of financial difficulties, it's a huge benefit to you if the veteran were to save for months before they got out of the military, because you never know how hard it's going to be to get a job or to make sure that your financial plans are in sync. So if you don't have any money getting out, it would make it extremely difficult, as it was for me. I didn't save for nearly as long as I should have, which made it increasingly difficult with everything in life. And finding a job can be hard for any veteran, especially if they don't have the proper skills, or if they have a disconnected or a disability from the service that makes them so they can't get a regular job. For example, if you were an electrician in the Navy or the Army, it's going to be easy to get an electrician job. But some people don't have any skills. As for me, I was a visit board search and seizure in the Navy, so I did a lot of anti-piracy. And there's no skills that can really transfer directly in the civilian world because of it. There's not much I can do on a resume other than, say, leadership abilities, and I have combat skills, and I can't go and work at a regular department store and then get a manager position because of it. Now, going on to vet success on campus, at Santa Fe College, they have a very good vet success program and a great office that any veteran can go and sit down and talk to if they have a problem with anything in life other than just school. There's veterans you can sit down and talk to. They have tutors. They have a lot of people to sit down and help. So I am there a lot, and I think a lot of veterans need to take advantage of it, because it's hard to become acclimated in that society, and it's hard to be social with everybody. You can only really talk to other vets. And a lot more schools, I think, need to do what Santa Fe College does, because it really, really works. They have all the programs they have on the vet success side. It really works, and I have used almost all of them. And you don't have to be disabled. You don't have to have anything wrong with you. They just want to try to help every veteran they can, which is great, and I think everybody should take advantage of that.